I'm Becka. Like so many Jews, like Herzl, one of the founders of the State of Israel, a journalist and television producer. I found the Jewish Messiah in 1971 during the Jesus movement and became involved in one of the first Messianic Jewish congregations in Israel. It was in Jerusalem. But through the years, Messianic Judaism has spawned factions and counterfactions that are very confusing. There's a lot of confusing things on the internet about Messianic Judaism. The first century followers of Yeshua were considered a Jewish sect. Their worship was much different than 21st century Christianity. I love the High Holy Days, but without the Messiah, they're meaningless. Messianic Rabbi Mort Petroshansky was raised in an Orthodox Jewish home in Philadelphia. But he's disappointed that some people are turning away from the Messiah and to ritual.
The Messianic movement, while it was good when it started, has gone a little too far. I've actually had an experience where I started a Messianic congregation with another couple. And after a while, this couple stopped talking about Jesus and they just kept talking Old Testament, Old Testament, Old Testament. And I said, what's going on? And finally they came to me and said, well, we're going over to the Luboviches. And so they actually went into total Judaism and, denied Jesus. That is the problem with some of the Messianic movement.
In 1973, when I was in Jerusalem, I believe we were the only Messianic congregation in Jerusalem. Now there's between 15 and 20. Jews are turning to their Messiah in record numbers, but many non-Jews are going the other way and renouncing Yeshua.
Okay, it's not the Jews in the Messianic movement that are moving back to Judaism. It's the Gentiles that come in. They get mesmerized with all this Jewish stuff, and they want to become Jews.
Jewish holy days point to Jesus.
Jesus is the key, and all this pomp and circumstances, of Torah and all these things that they do, it's nice, but that's not the key. The focus needs to be on Yeshua, on Jesus, and they need to keep that focus on Jesus and not worry about, well, if you're not Jewish, you can't sit on the bima, or if you're not Jewish, you can't carry the Torah. Things like that. You can't wear a tallit in my congregation unless you're Jewish.
Embrace your Jewish roots. Wear a tallit. And kosher food is really good for you. But don't put ritual ahead of the Messiah. It's more than an intellectual thing. During the Jesus movement, we told people that going into a church building does not make you a Christian. It's a relationship that begins when you turn your life over to Yeshua, Jesus.
We believe in Ephesians 2. Both Jew and Gentile are one man in Christ. That's the key.